Hey guys, it's Scott from SamCart, and we are back with part 3. Time to get people to line up to start buying your ebook. Let's go. All right, we are here with the very last part of this ebook launch series. So we're gonna cover 3 very simple strategies for launching your ebook, getting it out into the world, and we will start with number 1, podcasting. So whether you have an existing podcast or podcasting is something that you want to dive into, launching a podcast series around your book is a great way for you to get more attention there. And it's something that can live on. It can live on past what you're doing. When we launched our podcast called the 5-Minute Marketing Podcast, which, check it out, it's on iTunes, pretty good. We did so with a series to talk about a new product that we were selling, right? And that podcast, those very first episodes still get listens and still send people back to go buy that first product that we were talking about. Go write 3, 4, or 5 quick-hitting 5-10-minute podcast episodes, just topics. You can just ramble, kind of like we're doing right here in this video, about whatever your ebook is sort of covering. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. You know, you're not giving away the whole thing start to finish. You're certainly not going to sit there and read it start to finish. But launching those podcasts is such a great personal way that someone might find you, discover you now or later, or a year down the road, whatever. But you'll be building an asset in these couple podcast episodes that can serve you on and on. They're going to help people relate to you. They're going to hear. They're kind of personal, kind of intimate. It's going to help people, get an introduction to you and your brand. You have a great way to invite people into your world, learn about your book, and then, of course, always end with a big call to action. Go get my book over at, suchandsuch.com. Number 2 is a great way, just kind of like podcasting, is start developing some sort of newsletter, right? Whether it's written on Substack or it's on Medium or have your own blog, something where you are writing, creating content that, again, like a podcast, could outlive and live on for a long time. People are not just going to find it right away. They're going to find it months, years from now. And the same kind of thing. Go write out 4 or 5 ideas kind of, around what your book talks about. Maybe pull out one really good nugget in there, and that's one of the episodes. And maybe do some interviews with experts kind of, in the field, people who your audience is already paying attention to. Put it up there, post it, drip them out once a week or something like that. And over time, you're going to start building this asset that is going to be out there, searchable, findable, people on Substack, people on Medium, people, just surfing around. Now, one of the biggest objections with either of these 2 options so far is you're thinking, well, what am I going to give away? How am I going to get people to buy something? I'm just giving away for everything for free, right? Well, technically, the opposite is true, is the more that you give and give and give, the more you're drawing people in. And it doesn't stop people from going and buying premium level stuff. If you go on and you go from one ebook to multiple, or maybe you go make online courses, you create more, pull things out of the stuff that people are paying you for and give them away for free. Write about it in a blog post, write about it on Substack, write about, talk about it on a podcast episode. Because what you're doing is building equity in your brand. You're building a brand that people are going to fall in love with because, hey, that's the guy or girl that's teaching me all this free stuff. I'm going to keep going back to them over and over again. You should be giving things away. Feel good about giving things away because you're going to create some brand loyalty that other people can't compete with. And then finally, option number 3, YouTube. It's the same strategy we talked about on podcasting, same strategy we talked about on Substack or Medium or something like that, right? Just do it on YouTube. Take the same thing, pull out 3 or 4 kind of main concept ideas, right? Go talk about the experience of writing your book. Go talk about one little golden nugget from in there, right? Pull on, a past customer or somebody you've helped accomplish this thing with, right? And just do some interviews and talk. Or go find people who are, other experts that your audience is listening to, right? And do interviews of them, right? Have them, maybe they share it on social media with their audience and you start getting some overlap and getting more eyeballs back to your stuff. But when you create these quick hitting things, you create this little mini 5-6-part series around your ebook, and, these things can outlive you. They can outlive this one idea. It's not a one hit thing where you post on Twitter and 20 minutes later it's out of the algorithm and nobody ever sees it again. It's one of these things that can live on and people can search for it and find you over time as you continue to grow. And one of the best things I can talk about on YouTube is to actually break down individual chapters. Kind of like we talked about pulling out one little gold nugget and doing, a 5 or 6 minute YouTube video on that one thing, right? Do the same thing with your chapters. Break down your chapters one at a time. This is actually a great example that Mark Manson did when he wrote The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F***.
Dozens of people have posted summaries of my book. Well, fuck you.
He broke down his chapters one at a time, posted those on YouTube, and they became this really nice little web of people kind of learning a little bit about his book, getting interested, and then following his call to action at the end to go over to the page, learn about the full book, and buy. And yeah, he was giving away a lot of really good free stuff, but it still did not stop people from going and buying that book like crazy. And just like a podcast is a great way that people can kind of endear themselves to you and get connected to you as a brand, as a person, right? YouTube is even more because you're on video and they can see you and they can, see your body language. It's like you're gonna start building relationships, and that is a massively, massively valuable thing. Not only for that first ebook you go write and create that you're gonna launch and do right now, right? But how about the next thing you go buy? Or the next thing you go write and create? How about that first big online course you go create, or that next service you roll out? Things like that. You're building equity where those readers and those people that you're drawing into you like that are gonna come back again and again for you. So what do you think, guys? There are a million different ways to skin that cat when it comes to launching your ebook. These are 3 of our favorites. They're things that build and create assets that could serve you time and time again as you keep moving forward. And so that's where we recommend and where we like to start. But certainly let me know in the comments down below if this is driving ideas. What are you excited to kind of jump in and get started on? Where are you going to start specifically? And let us know what you think down in the comments down below. My name is Scott Moran, the co-founder here at SamCart. Be sure to subscribe to our channel here for more content exactly like this, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.